Yes, sir. I've heard a lot of things about the Auburn experience, the atmosphere. Something I'm personally looking forward to just because it'll be my first time. So I look forward to taking on the challenge.
Do you have any problems doing your job in terms of sounds in Charlotte or Vanderbilt with hearing what you need to hear?
Believe it or not, it can be loud, but not nearly as loud as you think it is. Once you're locked into the game, it's kind of just, it becomes second nature. It just kind of turns on for you.
What's the best way of having a veteran quarterback like Stetson? I mean, how does he help in a situation like this, playing noise, with silent counts and whatnot? How much does he help, something like this?
Well, I think the great thing that our quarterbacks do is that they definitely add a calming factor to the game. They stay calm, they lead in the right way, they lead in a positive manner. So I think just having that veteran experience from all of our quarterbacks, really, in my opinion, I think it just helps, calm guys down and keep a level head throughout the game.
Do you guys go with a clap count, or how do you do a silent count in a stadium that's that loud?
We usually use the same cadence we always use throughout practice. We haven't had any issues as far as having to modify a cadence yet. Not something that we necessarily are looking to do, but if it happens, you just adjust. Things like that.
What steps do you feel that the offensive line has taken these last 2 or 3 weeks to get
Can you repeat that one more time?
What steps do you believe the offensive line has taken these last 2 or 3 games up till right now?
The steps the offensive line is taking. I feel it's just been a step of being intentional, in my opinion. I think we have been really intentional about, footwork and IDs and just, really honing in on what Coach Luke has been preaching to us. In my opinion, I feel like that's where the step has been taken. I feel like just really being intentional and, taking coaching for face value of what it is.
Kirby was talking a little bit about how much it meant to y'all to be able to run the football over the weekend. I mean, what kind of confidence does that keep you guys kind of going forward? Be able to show that you guys can, really put you guys down.
Well, definitely, it brings a great sense of confidence. I think just being able to have that monkey off your back in the sense of just like, man, we were dominant. We were able to just come out and do what Georgia football does. So I think it has a great sense of confidence. I know that at least for the offensive line, it's something that we look to, continue to do. So it just really brings in on, just doing what we like to do.
Real, just following up on that, I know you were talking about silent count and keeping that cadence.
Yes, sir.
The importance of getting their home crowd out of the game, running the ball will do that, right?
Yes, sir.
That's back to one basic pattern, I would think.
We haven't really focused on a game plan yet. It's Monday early. Honestly, I just got out of class, so a lot of the things I don't really have answers for is that right now. But definitely, taking their fan base out of the game would be a big factor, part of the game.
So what's it like to go up against Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in practice?
It's amazing for me. It's amazing for me because every day is competitive. Every day you get better. A lot of the times, you'll lose a rep or you'll win a rep, and you'll get really excited and you'll get really down. And you kind of just have to realize, man, you're going against some of the best defensive linemen in the country. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. So just every day increasing, your value to the team, and really just getting better. I think it really, really helps me. And just also too having the support from those guys, man. I may lose a rep to JD. JD may, completely mess over me, but just have him hey man, keep going. You're actually really good. You push me to be better. So just having that aspect, it really, really helps.
How much is the offensive line, do you think, close that gap? I mean, obviously this is a salty, experienced defensive line, and you guys seem to be growing together. How much has that gap closed, do you think, since even spring drills?
Can you elaborate on the gap you're talking about?
Between the Georgia defensive line and the Georgia offensive line, you talked about going against them in practice.
Well, I don't really look at it as a gap. I like to think of it as, iron sharpens iron, because just like those guys get us better, we get those guys better. So, it's the same thing, We go out there and compete every day, and, some days we get the better of them, some days they get the better of us.
Can you kind of talk about playing with Payne Walker and, what are some positives that he has to bring to your team?
Payne Walker, that's my guy, man. One thing I can say about Payne has always been positive, man. Every time you see him, usually has a smile on his face. He tries to, encourage guys and things like that. And the thing that I like about this team is that, people take criticism and they take, coaching and encouragement, all of those things from, special teams guys, because we view everybody on this team the same. We view everybody on this team as an equal. So that's really something that I like because, man, I can tell you, like, from personal experience, there's been days I've came in, summer workouts, things like that, and I just wasn't feeling it. Payne Walker, Jay Camarda, you know, Pod, guys like that, they said, come on, we need you. Let's go. So that is like a tremendous help, especially with those guys being so much older.
Did you have a chance to watch much of the LSU Auburn game?
Actually, I did. Because, you know, I have, you know, friends and stuff that play for LSU, so it's always good for me just to watch those guys play. So I did get a chance to watch it. I was really impressed with Auburn's defense. I think it'll be a good challenge for us this week.